Hello everyone and welcome to a premiere draft of Dominaria United with alchemy cards, and in this pack the alchemy card is the Goblin Morale Sergeant, which is quite good in limited and probably in constructed to 2-1 haster with the enlist, and then you can if you enlist a creature you would be happy to draw again. You can make the duplicate a duplicate of that creature, and it goes to top 5 cards randomly. It also gets haste and +1/+0, so definitely a good card. This pack has, with the good cards in this pack, I would be willing to first pick is the Sergeant, Tailswipe, Talas Lookout, Queen Alenal maybe. Repossession is good, but maybe not like first pickable. So I think the decision is between Tailswipe and the Sergeant, but this is an alchemy draft, so let's take the alchemy card. Yeah, let's take the alchemy card just to, see those in action. And then I'm giving a Nantico Slicer. Someone took the actual rare from this pack, so this is an alchemy rare. Every pack has also a regular rare, and the alchemy card can be uncommon, rare, or a mythic rare, because there are no common alchemy cards. So someone took the rare, which could be better than the Slicer, but Slicer is really good. I'm taking it, not even... I mean, there's a Lightning Strike, which would fit my first pick very well, but I mean, if you don't kick this, you have a 3/2 that gets you any card from your graveyard. Can be an instant or sorcery. It's not a permanent card, not a creature card, any card. And then if you can kick it, you get another one from your opponent's graveyard. Well, you duplicate, you make a copy of that. But anyway, it's just too much value, and strike, as good as it would be, and it would be definitely my second option after picking a red card, I'm gonna have to take the Slicer here. Alright, so we have a 3-mana 3/3, tap an untapped non-token artifact to add green, and then if you have 2 non-token artifacts you can maybe get some extra cards. The problem is it's very hard to get artifacts in this set for limited, so even though I have a red and a green first as my first 2 picks, it sadly isn't gonna work that well. I mean, it is a 3-mana 3/3, so you can play it as a curve filler. The question is, am I gonna take that or something better from this pack? I don't think the pack is very good though. I mean, I could take the Cavalier or Destroy Evil. Yeah, I could do that. But I kind of want to play both of these cards, so maybe it's the Gardener to enable the kicking of the Slicer. I think I like that more, in fact. Makes it easier to kick this thing. Okay, another alchemy rare, but it is, I mean, vehicle synergy card. There's like 1 rare vehicle in this set, I think. So it's a 3-mana 3/2 flyer, which would be totally reasonable if you are playing red and white. You would be happy to play a 3/2 flyer for 3. But I might be not red-white and instead have a green. And I have a Colossal Growth here, which would be pretty fantastic in red-green, so I'm gonna take it. I mean, of course not locked into drafting a red with only 1 red card currently, but that was the pick to make, I think. Now, okay, this is an interesting pack. First of all, I could just take the Molten Monstrosity. I do think it's easy to make this cheap enough in red and green decks. There is a Talas Lookout, which is a better card than the Monstrosity. There's also a Geothermal Bog, so if I was red-green, I would be interested in cards that allow me to splash the Slicer here. So it's one of those. It is one of those, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll take the land. As good as these are, this might just be the best option here. Although, now I have to admit that red is not open, and I shouldn't really force myself into drafting red. I could be, just green-black as well. There is an Ajuvian Cavalier, which I think is better card than the Splatter Goblin, but I don't really see a reason to move to white. I would need something actually very strong white cards to do that. I have a very decent black kicker in here. So I think I'll just take the Splatter Goblin, which I like slightly more than the Vivisector. Caves of Coils doesn't help me because I don't have any white things I want to. I mean, no white kickers or anything. So I guess this is time to take the Steel Crusher, because I definitely still can be just red-green. Strike team is there. I'll take the Steel Crusher. And here... Okay, Magnigot Center. Oh, why is Balmor here? Oh, this is like a first pickable card, but maybe it is 2 colors, so maybe like it should be going usually in top. You know, first 4 picks, I would expect it to be picked by someone. Well, now it's the pick number 8 here. But I did pass the blue flyer. If I didn't pass it, maybe I would take it, but now it's just more like I mean, I'm gonna stick to this color combination. I'll take the Sentry for now. Maybe I'll find another monstrosity later on, and I can take a 2-drop here. Okay, I'm gonna cut the Splatter Goblin for now. This is probably going to be a red-green deck, and I think the Crystal Grotto is making sense because of this kicker here. Even though it will cost, you know, 6 mana to cast this with kicker if you have to make the black with the Grotto, but it's not like I'm interested in the Snare Spinner when I'm playing a red-green, which is a very aggressive archetype. Okay, I got my 3 mana 3/3, so if I want to do that, play that for curve reasons, I guess I have the option to do that. Don't think I'm gonna play any of these, but let's take the Mass Pump. Oh, I got the Talas. I'm gonna pick the Talas Lookout, but it definitely shouldn't be like a big number. What was it? 13. Crazy stuff. Alright, so Fires of Victory is really good if you get to kick it. It's not so good when you don't get to kick it, but it's okay even in that case. But I'd rather take a Vine Soul Spider here. Yeah, I mean, I have the Grotto and the Gardener, which make it possible to kick this thing, but I do like the 3/2 reach for 2. And also the deck thinning ability might be relevant in some games. Okay, let's take it. And Colossal Growth. That's gonna be the peak, and maybe I get the Branch Rider back from this pack. It's a really easy pick because it's just the best card for my colors. And I should actually, you know, cut the Frenzy. I don't think red-green is interested in that kind of an effect too much. Alright, so no creature other than the Keldon Strike team, but I don't think I can easily get the white mana, so maybe not. Maybe it is going to be like a Furious Bellow, which I think I like more in decks that don't have the, you know, a large domain number. I could actually take the Repossession too, because I am planning to have some black mana, but okay, fine. That's actually true. It is so good when I get to do this thing with the Nantuko Slicer, which I actually was able to do in my previous draft. Very nice combination. Okay, Lightning Strike has to be the pick here. That's really very easy pick here. I do want to have now more black producing lands. But there is no black producing lands, but there is a Wooded Ridgeline which would help my main colors a little bit here. I do have the Double Caster here, for instance. Flowstone Infusion is okay. I don't need a 3rd Steel Crusher, no. I think the mana fixing is better now. Yeah, the Infusion is like okay, but not amazing. Colossal Growth number 3. Sure, I can have it. How many creatures? I have only 8. I do have to pick some creatures for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play the Stalker. 1 mana 1/1. Yeah, it can get some power increase, but it's not really that great. Okay, I'm taking the bulk here for my black cards for sure. The Automatic Librarian is like playable, but definitely land is high priority when it fixes my black stuff. I have 2 very good reasons to be able to have black mana around. Well, I'm not gonna pass on the Colossal Growth. I mean, if there was a better creature than an Automatic Librarian, maybe I would take it, but I'm gonna take this. Okay, I can take a Magnigot Sentry. I don't want to have another copy of a Crystal Grotto. I think I do like the Sentry still more than the Strike team, which I'm unlikely going to be able to kick. So That's that, and I'm not playing a meteorite in this deck, I don't just think. Yeah, it can produce green, but it's very slow. And there's no sideboarding in this best of one event, so I'm just taking the uncommon. Thrill of Possibility. Am I gonna play that? Unlikely. So let's take this. This actually helps me find the black producing land, so I might even play it if I'm black short on playables, because this is only 15 cards and pack 2 is almost over, so I might actually need some random playables, and this inscribed tablet would be okay in this deck. Because, you know, getting those black producing lands. I might play the Cheek in this deck, but at least it's more likely than the Stalker here. Okay. Baldubian Berserker is a creature. Yeah, I don't think the Colossal Growth number 5 is very high priority. I would take the Berserker, Lightning Strike and the Bog Badger all with the growth here. The question is, am I gonna take the best card, which is the Lightning Strike, or do I just need creatures? I think I might get something like a Bog Badger out of this pack when it comes. So I'm gonna take the Lightning Strike. It is the best card for my colors. Electrostatic Infantry, Goblin Moral Sergeant, Lightning Strike. Even a Sunbathing Rootwalla wouldn't be the worst. And there's a mana fixing land for my colors, so... how many instances? Of course I do have, what, 7 of these now because of these Colossal Growth, so the Electrostatic Infantry wouldn't be that bad. But I do like the Moral Sergeant a lot. I do like the Lightning Strike as well, but I think I'm gonna actually need some creatures here to be able to... I mean, I have 4 Colossal Growths. I don't want to have hands that have 2 Colossal Growths and no creatures anywhere. So I'm gonna take the Sergeant. Okay, Raja Coalition Warlord. So, I mean, it's any of these 4-drops, because this is usually going to be a 4-drop. I have some enlisters in here, so it's actually... Yeah, I have 2 of these. 2 of these. These are... Yeah, this is really good with you when you can enlist this. So I think I'm going to take it. Yeah, that makes sense. How many legendary creatures I have currently? 1, 2... Yeah, because I do have this heirloom in here, which I don't think I'm gonna main deck. I mean, this is best of 1, so main decking is the only option anyway. But I don't think it's enough. I have these tricks, combat tricks that, you know, serve a kind of a similar purpose as equipment. Alright, well, I would prefer to have a 3-mana creature, but since I don't get that option here, the decision is between the Warbrute and... Well, I'm not playing the Twin Inferno. I don't need any more of these kind of non-creatures, especially a little bit clumsy ones as this. The Mana Worker would allow me to pay the black cost, but I think I'll take the Warbrute still. Okay, did I... Oh, what the heck happened? I can't click anything. Jeez. So did I... Okay, so something kind of bug happened there. I was going to take the Warbrute, but I just wasn't able to get my clicks through. I got the Frightful Return, which I don't think I'm gonna play. I'll take another Moral Sergeant though. It's not a big deal I lost the option to pick the Warbrute, because I don't really need any 4-drops. And I'm happy to have a 3rd Sergeant here. Okay, again, where are the 3-drops? I have a mediocre 2-drop and a mediocre 4-drop. Neither of which I need that much. But I think if I'm gonna play either of them, it's gonna be the Crusher. I could play the Cut Down because I do have some way to splash for black, but I don't think so. I'm gonna take the Sentry here. Sorry, the Crusher. And here, well, I don't get any 3-drops, but this is a decent 2-drop, so let's take that. At least I have some Alchemy uncommons here, quite a few of them. Yeah, so other than not having really 3-mana creatures, I'm happy. Okay, and this pack, yeah, it has a Bog Badger, which I wouldn't mind having. I'm at 22 playables right now. I have something in the sideboard, so I really would like to have the Bog in here. But I think, just for curving out reasons, the Badger is good, and I can kick this in this deck. So that can be relevant too. But I wouldn't have minded. I would definitely have wanted to take the bug there. But I feel like this is the better. Okay, I get another badger here. So maybe if I can now change it. Although now I can choose not to play the Phoenix Chick, because I think that is the worst card here. I got this infantry too. I'm definitely taking it. Okay, I'm gonna cut the Chick now. Is this gonna... Oh, I get this thing too, which I can play like over the Crusher easily. I got the Warp. This is the one I actually bugged out of picking. Funny. Right, let's take all this. Right. Do I want to play the tablet as one of my lands? Because I kind of feel like I mean, the other option is to just cut the repossession and not play that, because it is the only card in the deck that actually requires black mana. Then I have the couple of badgers and the slicer, which is still, you know, acceptable, totally fine card when you don't kick it. Because I feel like if I'm gonna play the repossession, I'm gonna put the tablet here, because I don't want to play a basic plains in basic swamp in the deck. There's no way for me to fetch a swamp here, for instance. So I do think that one or the other will happen. So let's see the cuts now. So currently I have 7 ways to give a counter to the infantry. Even if I don't cut the repossession, I think I don't need this 2-drop particularly. I like the other ones more. Not the Snare Spinner, that was a very late pick, so it should be automatically cut. This is now 1, 2. It is 7 2-mana creatures, 2 2-mana burn spells. So I have stuff to do early in the game. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm gonna cut the Crusher and one of the Warbrutes. That's like easy decision there. And now I'm actually down to 24 cards now. So is this going to be... How many creatures that is? 17. Okay, so I got now enough creatures for the Colossal Growths to actually matter. Now the Scholar of Antiquity is not gonna do anything else than being a 3/3 for 3. Like it is like basically strictly worse than a Bog Badger in the deck. So I still think I might be interested in having it for the curving out reasons. It's not the worst thing to do. But I do like the Branch Rider too, though, because I want to have... Maybe I'm gonna have this a little bit of a skewed mana curve here, you know, with so many 4-mana options, but then again, I don't have anything that costs more than 4. So I feel like I should cut this 3-drop here. I can use these, I mean, the 2-mana cards and the 3-mana cards. Total number of them is... Well, I mean, I don't necessarily get to use the Colossal Growth always on turn 2 or 3. Well, definitely not on turn 2. But even if I don't count the Colossal Growths, that is 7... That is 10 cards. I can, you know, usually cast on turn 2 and 3. So I should be able to curve out pretty well with them. And sometimes I will have a 2-drop, which I then use, you know, on which I will use a Colossal Growth on turn 3. So I think I don't have to use this for curve reasons. It's also a legendary creature, so conjuring a copy of it is not so great with the Moral Sergeant. So this is now 16 creatures, and I would be playing the repossession, which means that one of my sort of land slots goes with, I mean, it's done with the inscribed tablet. So looking at the lands that can produce black, it is 2 of those bogs, one of the grottos, and then I have the Gardener, which can also add black, and also the tablet can find me or get me closer to a land that produces black. So I think this is fine. I have 10 red and 13 green cards. So these are my sort of land slots. That is now 1 green, 3 red sources plus the grotto. I think it's gonna be pretty even split of mana here. Anything in here I want to actually play? I don't think I need anything in there. I like the stuff I have here now, so let's just add some basic lands here. So how many? That's a minimum of forests. 7. I need 1 more. That's like 8 ways to get green, not counting the grotto and the tablet. And if I put 5 mountains in here, that's now 8 ways to get red mana, not counting the grotto or the tablet. So I think this is fine enough. Yep, let's do that. That's the deck. Yeah, I don't need to play this as a 1 drop. I can have here fast enough to start. I think I'm starting with the spider. Okay, I get 1 black producing land, so even if this puts a black producing land in the graveyard, it doesn't matter. So now I have options here. It's great. So I think it's fine to just do this. I will enlist the spider here and trade here, and I will get a copy of the spider. It will have +1/+0 and haste. Action. And then I can tap land, and next turn I have the Trance Rider option here. And this doesn't shuffle your deck, so I still have the card somewhere in there. Okay, repossession. Okay, opponent is full on swamps, so they might not have even a play available. Regardless of that, I'm just gonna kick this and hope they don't have any. Okay, well they have some play available at least. Could be there. Okay, well there wasn't anything that would interact with my creatures. Okay, well with the Colossal Growth and the Lightning Strike, yeah, this game, right? They didn't hit their second color at all, so that's despite getting an extra card from the Rager, but well, sometimes you keep a hand with only 1 sort of basic land available and you never draw the second or third or whatever. Okay, spider again. And this might be the kind of turn 3 where I'm going to use the Colossal Growth, but of course I'm on the draw here. A lot of things can happen before it's my turn 3. And again I got the black mana, so get my black cards. They are gonna be castable. Well, I have 1 black card, but I have also a black kicker. So let's see. Okay, just a card draw, which means that I would really prefer to have a creature there. But then again, I have a Lightning Strike. They might play a creature that is, you know, not gonna survive a Lightning Strike. Maybe they don't do anything. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Do they just have a counter spell on my sentry there? I guess I'll see right now. Okay, well, they need to play some stuff. Okay, just next. Sorry. Which is not gonna be a big deal because I do have a Colossal Growth in here, which is gonna give me +4/+4, so my guy is going to survive here. And then I'm going to play the spider post-combat. I really like the colossal. Such a nice one. And don't forget it has the haste option when you pick it too. I'm gonna get it in my deck. I don't actually want to draw any lands, and it's great to get those lands in my graveyard. Another terror. To repossession here. Oh, I do have the Magnigot Sentry in there. Do I have a lethal? It's better to check it because I can deal 7 plus. I mean, yeah, 7 plus 3. It's not gonna be lethal. So let's just do this. And now it's the question: do I want to play the repossession now? I can't cast the sentry. So maybe one of these will die and then I get 2 creatures instead. I feel like I will not use the repossession right now. Okay, now that's a lot of lands in here. I should be drawing most of the spells. How about the third terror here? Okay, they draw 5 here and then they will die. Alright. Colossal growth. So my 2 drops just beat their, 7 drops because of the colossal growth. Such a nice card. Come on. Firestorm. Okay. Now, what a hand this would be if one of the forests would be able to produce red. But yeah, it's way too risky to keep this. I have to mulligan. Okay, that is fine, but yeah, I'm gonna now. My MVP from the previous game is gonna go away. The lightning strike is slightly more reliable than the power spell, so, and of course I know I can't lose my creature here. I need to play get some kind of board presence here. Okay, the land was good because now, and it was forest, so the double casting requirement is met already. Any land will allow me to cast this now. Okay, that is a card. I think I'm gonna kill this with lightning strike because the colossal growth allows me to deal with more expensive stuff. So if you want to read it, you can read it. This is a thing that allows them to cast creatures from graveyard. They will not be able to use the creature because it will become only an artifact, but it's really good for any creature that has some kind of abilities that matter even if they don't participate in combat in any way. Okay, they didn't play anything yet. Any spells here? They have 4 colors available and 3 mana. I would assume they have a playable spell there. And I hope I get to use my lightning strike here. Or the colossal growth so that I don't have to waste this entire turn here. They kept both of those things on top. Did they kick it? I don't know. No, they didn't have the blue and green. They had to use this for the blue. So no ramping for them. So they played basically at turn 3 was a draw a card. Scry 2, draw a card. Now please put something that can be dealt with the lightning strike. No, that's not it. And they clearly have a spell of some kind. Well, I'm gonna just attack here and not use anything, and I can play the Raja after that. So they didn't have anything. Maybe it's a pump spell, Gaia's Might. But now I'm gonna be able to enlist this. So now I only have a domain of 2, but it's still gonna be +2/+2. So this is gonna be a 6/4 when it enlists the Raja. Assuming I get to untap here. This only target can give another creature, so it can't attack and target itself. That to kill the Raja. Okay. Goblin Moral Sergeant. Don't actually want to have another Steel Crusher necessarily, but then again, it's not the end of the world. Because I can choose. I mean, the Steel Crusher will be a 3/2 and have haste also. That is. Yeah, I think I should do it like this. I mean, enlisting the Steel Crusher. Yeah, they definitely have like either a Gaia's Might or they have either a Gaia's Might or you know, the blue common that gives +1/+1 and hexproof and untaps. But yeah, let's enlist here. Now I have a 4-card creature. I don't mind trading with the tie here at all. Yeah, I need to make it happen. Yeah, I could use my Colossal Growth now, but it's way too risky, I guess. Let's just make that happen, and then maybe I can use the Lightning Strike on their turn again. I kinda want to wait until I get the black mana, but I will play this at some point for sure. Getting back, for example, either a Raja or another Lightning Strike can be useful. Okay, so they have a repossession there. And they can play the boom thing again. Well, I'm gonna just kill it, I suppose. Might also be time to use the Colossal Growth to get rid of the colon. It does. Well, maybe not. I mean, I can use this to enlist, so 1/4 isn't gonna be able to block this always when I get to enlist creatures. So they don't want to tap out here. Okay, sure. They don't have to tap out. Okay, so now I definitely need the black mana at some point. So is this like a bit worried about them having a counter spell? They would have played this if they had. I mean, they didn't do that just to mill me for 1. So I'm really afraid that they might have a Essence Scatter there, which means I'm gonna just not even attack. I'll just play this. Let them scatter this one. That was it. But this is still fine because next turn I can enlist the Bog Badger and it will be a 5 power creature. So they do have some instant speed interaction there, I think. But it wasn't a counter spell, or maybe they thought that it doesn't matter if I have a Bog Badger because they have a 1/4 to block it. Well, currently I don't have myself anything to cast with the 1 red, so they are free now to use any kind of interaction. Yeah, they are not gonna tap out. But it's fine, I get to attack with the 5-2 now, so if they are not going to tap out, I still have a good attack, and if they are gonna tap out, I can maybe kill this guy. Alright, so, just attack now. Down in there. Well, I mean, might as well try preventing that from happening. So it will be 9-6 Trampler now. That's a bunch of damage. Maybe they should have played the cut down on their turn. That was a fine interaction for me. They can mill another card. Just not one of the black producing lands. Okay. Mountain is fine. They still have 2 cards I don't know about. Always a bit tricky to play against these people that certainly have some kind of interaction available. There's impede momentum, so now that is not drawing them a card. That is totally fine. Now that makes their origin of course bigger and they might start raising at some point, right now. And they do have the Earth here and they also have the Reserve here. So now they should maybe play the Reserve. They chose not to do that. That is really interesting. So, this thing has haste, so this can attack as a 3-2 that enlists this guy. Or I can do the mana efficient play here. I think they're gonna use the Eretai anyway, so maybe I just should do the mana efficient play. Although this will give me lightning strike up, so maybe let's do it like this. And now if they want to use the Eretai here, they will have to give me the card. So maybe if I draw a land, I can also have my land drop happening. Okay then. I wonder how important it is to kill the Rizak instead of the Eretai. I'm thinking about burning the Eretai here because I don't want to take 7 damage here. Another option is to play the Sergeant, and if they have like the Gaia's Might here, which I think they still might have, I'd rather them use on my turn so the pump doesn't actually work. So I'm gonna do it like this. And I will have the sentry to block the Djinn. Okay, they are thinking if they should do something. Okay, it was the sword up, but both were options there. So now taking 8 here, which is kind of scary if they find Aspen on the sentry here. Of course, if they don't find an Aspen on the sentry, then I have stabilized it now. They can play a creature from their graveyard, which they don't currently have. Okay. Now this gives me black, but only if I have a 6th land. I can attack with the Moral Sergeant. I can return only 1 creature, that's also a possibility. I don't have to kick this necessarily. So let's say I attack with the Sergeant, get the Badger. I mean, I can enlist the Badger. They probably will block with the Coral Colony. No, I think I just need a sentry, right? Hoping they don't have anything. The block is something I'm willing to draw, I guess, in the end. It's a slow land though. Okay, maybe not a slow land. And then hopefully this works. The card in their hand is just a card they top decked on the previous turn, so it would be not very interactive. Also the Scry doesn't help much because they have the 1/4 there. It would mill anything I leave on top anyway. There was one tapped land. I can do it. Sure. Anything that allows my sentry to block the Djinn. Yeah, the walls don't do too much. They don't do too much. Because I have enough time so that the milling isn't gonna matter. And I have these enlisters that will be relevant. Now the thing is that the Rizak can make them, have those. Well, it just is what it is, right? I have to get rid of that stuff. I have to get rid of that stuff. Is there some removal I want to absolutely have? Okay, let's do the Moral Sergeant here. Just cast it like, yeah, with this mana, that's fine. I'm not getting to play the Slicer this turn. Now they can do like, the thing I'm a little bit afraid of is that they will in fact block with the Ertai, and then they can play the Ertai with the Rizak and they kill the Magnigot Sentry. That is a problem. But I can get the Sentry back with the repossession. So maybe it's okay. And I'm going to enlist this and get it in my deck. It's a 4/3 hasty Fog Badger, which I can kick even. But I think they're gonna block with the Ertai now. I would assume. So I will have to take 5 here. Yeah, I can jump block with the Vine Soul Spider, but I don't think I want to jump block here. Opponent is also playing very slow here. I mean, what are the decisions they have? Is this until your next turn? Oh yeah, this has flash. I forgot it has flash. Yeah, of course, yeah, that was something I didn't pay much attention. It is an artifact, by the way, and I can kill it with the Steel Crusher, but it's not relevant. Okay, well, I get to draw a card, which is the Bog Badger indeed. Is that gonna allow me to win here if they attack for 5 now? Well, it does depend on what they are gonna have in the... I mean, what they're gonna play here. Because, I mean, I could attack. This will have haste. It has haste, so they can block only one of my creatures. And because I can kick it. Yeah, in that case, they would block the 4 power creature and take 7. It's not enough. So do I want to jump block? Do I want to jump block? Maybe I just don't do it right now. I mean, I am not in a good shape here right now. I am having trouble here. So I need to wait here. If they have like interaction, more of that, it's something I just can't deal with. Yeah, the haulage in the end is gonna be the problem here now. Oh, yep, because problem is I'm not even able to cast this and play the, because I needed to land untapped land there. This costs now 2 mana because of the Crystal Grotto. But I will gain 2 life here. I think I'm going to just play the Deathbloom Gardener and yeah, let's do it like this. I was never really going to be able to use the Nantuko Slicer here because I am at such a low land count during the entire game here, so that's a bit of a problem. Because I have, you know, the power to take over the game, but the Jin is doing nasty stuff here. If I just could like impede momentum there, that would be great. But now I think what I have to do is just return 1 creature. I could return a creature and a land action. Wait a minute, cancel. So, but that would cost me 4 mana, and I don't have anything. And the creature I'm gonna return has to be the Sentry, right? I have to jump block this anyway because I'm taking 5 and gaining 2 life isn't gonna matter here. Now, this is really tough. They have a little bit too much life that I can do the Hopbog Battery thing here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Return the Sentry here. Play the Deathbloom Gardener. Yeah, I don't want to play this because it has haste, so, and I might want to kick it, so this is better now. As long as they don't deal with the spider now, of course. If they do deal, that's it. I'm helping their milling plan with the, with the spider here, but I don't think I'm gonna die to getting milled here. I'm gonna die to this Jin here. Okay, don't say they... Well, they did tap both of their planes, so maybe they don't have the chaplain. Or maybe they... Oh, they do, but they actually auto-tap or really screwed them over. Unless they have a white sauce there. But yeah, chaplain will be the end of me now. There's just no way I can push with the... No, they can block 2 of my guys. And because I have to jump block here, that means I won't be able to. Yeah, I mean they have 4 walls. They will get 4 1/1s here. I can kick this guy and then it's gonna be only. Yeah, they can block the 4 power creature and they will take 6. They will be at 3. So all I can do here now is simply play this attack with the Steel Crusher. Enlist the Battery here. Well, I guess they're gonna block with a wall here, so that's still gonna give them 3 1-1s. And the milling thing actually might become relevant. Yeah, because I'm now... They're gonna have a lot more jump blockers. But this adds mana, so I could kick this, but no, I need to kill the Jin. This has to be the play. Sadly, it's the only play I have for this time. Man, the Holy Jin turned out being much more problematic than I thought. Yeah, they get to loot and all that, so that's the selection they're gonna get now is just gonna be too nasty. First loot and then pick the best of 4 cards. All they need is an answer to the sentry and that's it. Anything here helps me. I guess I can get a repossession from them too. That is 2 life per repossession. I can get, you know, with the slicer, both of our repossessions. That's a thing. Okay, that was a Kaiser. That took way too much time. I mean, for that simple decision. I don't understand why it... Well, it took. Maybe they play with mobile and it's very laggy. It's possible. Okay, I'm on the draw with a pretty decent hand here. I don't like seeing that. They get free counters on things. I guess it's only 1 if they don't deal with the Steel Crusher. Yeah, that's a good start though. So they're gonna enlist the Mana Worker and then next they will get the boon that their next creature has an additional counter. And if they deal with the Steel Crusher right now, it will mean that they will get to do this more than once. Or they have if they save the Night Counselor now. I mean, I might just, with being on the draw in this game when they have this start, if they have no way to save it, it would be like a very critical that I would get a really bad result in this game. But that didn't turn out to be the case, and I even drew my black producing land because this might get countered now. Okay, they did not. So whatever they have, they didn't want to use it to save for this thing. Kill this thing. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's have the War Brute and maybe this gets countered or something. Okay, well my mana now should be mostly fine and they haven't done anything here. So maybe they have a 5-drop. I'm gonna play the Moral Sergeant and I'm gonna get more of these War Brutes. I'm gonna enlist the War Brute. Okay, they kick that thing. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, well that isn't the worst. So do I have mana to do it all? Can't get enlisted. Yeah, so next, so they have now a creature in their hand that, sorry, it's a permanent, right? A spell, what is this? If it was kicked, choose a non-land permanent card in your hand, and it has the perpetual. So, okay, so I need to kill this herbalist now. Because once this dies, I get back whatever they're stealing now. I have only one creature. I mean, they have dealt with 2 of my creatures, but only one of them. I mean, 3 of my creatures, but only one of them is in my graveyard. So my repossession isn't currently doing much, but I guess I'll just attack with the battery here. Oh man, of course they now have stabilized and they can draw 2, make me discard 1. Yeah, that was really bad. I didn't want to lose many of my Colossal Growths, I actually need them to win the game. Yeah, I can deal 1 damage there. Okay, so the spider is good. I think I'm gonna attack for 4 now. Maybe no, I should have actually attacked, because I don't want to get this to attack for free, but I mean, this might get countered, and then I would have wanted to leave the Gardener to block, but oh well. I guess if it gets countered, I at least get to use the repossession, then I will have 2 creatures in my graveyard. Now I have also a land, which I can also get with the second target, but I don't need a land here, so... Okay, another Hortigen. Please tap out. I don't want to use my Colossal Growths. I mean, of course, against, you know, these kind of tricky blue decks, it can be a bit nasty spell to try to resolve at some point, but currently, yeah, I don't have a good attack now because they have a... Well, I guess I... Well, now I can give my guys manage, so... Let's kick this thing. And I won't be attacking with the Gardener, so I can use it to tap for a Colossal Growth unkicked. So they can steal, for example, you know, block the Vine Soul Spider with the Mana Growth. Okay, so they had a... Okay. So now I'm gonna... If they have more interaction, then it's good for them. Good for them. I'm gonna now use the Colossal Growth if they block with the Origin. Sadly, I can't kick it because this... If I had the 7 power, that would have been enough to kill them both, but now I can still kill the Jinn, which is all that mattered here, I guess. And yeah, if they have another spell here, I mean, it's just... That's just nature of the game sometimes. So they can make it like indestructible, give it lifelink. Okay, that didn't... It's fine now. They can attack with the Herbalist, get a life point and scry there, but I think I can live with that. So I have now a Badger and a Steel Crusher, which I can get back with the repossession. And maybe at some point I will draw my Lightning Strike to kill the Herbalist and get back the Moral Sergeant. Scry to bottom. I'm at 12. Okay, well, there's a Slicer. That is a good one. So this will be castable with any mana. And then I can pay the Kicker, which I can pay the Kicker with the Geothermal Block. Alright, so let's see first if I just attack, what's gonna happen. Of course they are at 9 and I am attacking with 6 power, so something has to happen, right? You can double block that, which is just fine. So, if they have a counter spell, I'd rather have the repossession get countered. Badger and I guess the blocker maybe. That resolved. I will play the 2 mana card, so I might be able to use the menace. Plus now I have 2 blockers on the help list. I don't really want them to get, you know, too many free scries and life gains there. But they haven't played any spells, so I don't know what's going on. Now they played more 1/1s coming up. Okay. So maybe it's time to just slice this turn. They might cast some kind of spell that gives them the token there, and then when they are tapped out, the slicer will at least be it's gonna resolve. Then I can get I don't know, even maybe the Phyrexian Espionage. I did not draw my reach guy on the 3/3 if that's gonna matter. Okay, so there is a short up there, sure. And then there is gonna be a Rantuka Slicer, which I'm gonna kick. And I'm going to get from my graveyard a repossession, and from their graveyard. I kinda like the Espionage here. If there was a kill spell on the Kenerud, then that would be nice, but I'm gonna take the Espionage. Okay, so they actually conceded there. I wonder what was in their hand, because it wasn't like over. When these 1/1s can, yeah, they never want to block with this because that gives me just another creature, but still, I mean, maybe they just were holding 3 lands. But of course they see I have a repossession and the Espionage in my hand. That's a lot of, you know, more cards for me. So if they don't have a plan to win me quickly, I'm going to overwhelm them, and they were at 3 lives, so they couldn't really make any reckless attacks either. Well, I have the tablet, which should find me a green producing land, so it is top 5 anyway, so very unlikely that it's not gonna work. And then I have the Gardener, which I can cast once I have my green. Okay, so now that I haven't gotten a 4th land, I do really want the Gardener to survive here. Not gonna blow it. So please. Okay. Sentry. The Slicer can bring me back the tablet if I really need to find more lands, but hopefully it doesn't come. Okay, more Abominations. Can they deal with the Sentry? Because if they can't, they can only attack for 3 with the cover. And I can block these Abominations with my, you know, any creature here. Okay, now they can attack for 4. Okay, they can... But that was mistake. I mean, this gives haste, so they could have actually given that. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. I haven't seen this kind of hammer hand plays earlier, but now I do see that kind of stuff happening. Well, I mean, it's not... I can still block a bunch of that stuff there. But of course, if they have, like, you know, more of these, it's gonna be game over. Do I need to have the Colossal Growth up? I feel like I need to have the Colossal Growth instead of the playing 2 creatures, because I can still block with the Gardener, even though I don't want to. But it feels like I wanna keep the one up now. There was one of my black producing lands. So more of these hammer hands. That's a pretty all-in start for the opponent. They did deal a lot of damage there though. Are you kidding? Well, I mean, that is, I mean, if you play, I mean, how many hammer hands they are gonna have? I take only, I mean, these can't block at all, yeah, well, that's, I mean, I die then. Because this is gonna be 4+, yeah, this is 4+3 unblockable. The sentry would have been able to block the whelp here. Okay. Triple hammer hands. Imagine if I had one lightning strike there. One lightning strike there. And they, I mean, and I have 2 in my deck. So let's see in here, in response to them playing the hammer hand on the whelp. I have to tap the Gardener. I lightning strike this thing. But then I have a blocker on the 4-3 and on the 3-4, 3-2. I take some damage from this thing, but they basically don't have attacks with these guys. And then I can start stabilizing. Although they could, you know, still win with lightning strikes and such, but that was a really a nasty one. Okay, now I'm on the draw here. This is gonna be my 3rd land. Okay, don't want to see all the 1-drops, but oh well. I need lands. I don't need a 3rd Colossal Growth. At least I do have a reach blocker on the Illusionist, so deal with that guy first. Don't like losing my lands when I actually need them so badly, but oh well. Let's start the race then. Okay, can I get them with the Colossal Growth? What's that gonna even be? Oh, they have something black. Okay. Death Touch and Indestructible, where the answer is no, I don't get them with the Colossal Growth. Well, that was that. Let's find a red producing land, hopefully untapped. That's what it is. I get to play the Gardener, or even better if I draw another land, the Warbrute. Or actually, the Coalition Warlord will be the play if I draw an untapped land. It's pretty good with the Enlisters. So they don't need more black money. Okay, well I have to play the Gardener now and hope. Okay. Why do it on my turn? That might have been the spell they drew might be something they could have used on their turn. Okay, well I don't mind. Still no black to terror, which is something I don't mind. Because of the colossal growth. Maybe they don't block this time. No, maybe they have a handful of those guys. Okay, now they are gonna cast a black spell. Which is 7/7, unfortunately. No, I guess I'll just play this guy now, and because I can take 7 nearby. And I have a domain of 3, so this will give +3/+3. So with the Steel Crusher, okay, come on, opponent. Not like this. Oh. How do I beat him? Well, I just have to try my best. There's the vortex, alright, and then they have this with domain of 2, maybe 3 if they use the illusionist, so they get a lot of cards. Sadly, I don't have mana to play this and jump. Oh, it also has board 2, so the lightning strike plan won't work there. So I have the Death Toucher to block the 7/7 at least. I don't want to jump block this Sphinx here though. They're gonna get the Factor Fiction for 3 at least. Alright, well. I only dealt with a couple of Tolarian Terrors. There's still a Wall Leech and a 5 this Bomb Mythic Rare left. My hand is commons and uncommons. Warbrute with the Coalition Warlord is kinda okay, but okay, fine, let's do it. They have too much life. I can take like a hit from this and they get 2 cards or 1 very good card. The Sphinx is such an insane card. I mean, it's enough that it's a 5 mana, 5/5 flyer with ward 2. They also get these cards, so they get. Okay, they have a Mindslinger there. So they can't kick currently without the Illusionist, but I guess that's what they want to have anyway. So let them choose between that. Oh, they can still take the Gardener, by the way. They don't have to kick it. Oh, that's bad. I need to tap it in response. I do get to... Actually, I don't tap it, because if they do that, I can Lightning Strike it and then I get my Gardener back. So let's not tap it in response. They might also wait for next turn to actually kick it with help of the Illusionist. So they had it. A way to deal with my actual way to deal damage to them. Yup, this is... I mean, I'm losing to this one Sphinx now. The 7-7 blocking after I have dealt with 2 5-5s, I still have the 7-7 to deal with. I mean, this is just so... Because if it was just a 7-7, and maybe even with the Whirling Mindsinger, but they get 2 cards or 1 very good card every turn now. I have all this hasty power, I have all this way to deal a lot of damage, but not when they have a 7-7 blocker there. I have to do something like this. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna not win here. So I can use the Lightning Strike to finish off the Wallage. They might even block with just a Tidy Turner. But no, they're gonna kick this Mindsinger. Yeah, it's just gonna be game over. It's not worth continuing because they deal 5 to me to get more cards. Steal one of my stuff. I don't have anything in my deck that can deal anywhere near 17 fast enough. That was just it. Tough one. I thought I was in a good shape when I got to deal with both of those Tolarian Krakens with my pump effects, but they just had more big stuff coming up. Oh well. Deck was pretty nice, and yeah, I did use the moral. Yeah, I think the moral sergeant is quite good as well. And yeah, the colossal growths are nice cards for sure, but not when the opponent just keeps putting bigger and bigger creatures there all the time. Alright, well that was it. I'm tired of this event. It was a bit frustrating match there. Of course, always when you lose it's frustrating because winning is much more fun. Anyhow, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and bye bye.